You ready?
Yo, so this is my player, and my name is Aaron Cooper. Um, I mean, so we're about to go against Boston. They're alright team. Yo, it's Solo taking over. That was my friend doing the introduction. You already know. So we're trying to turn this dude into a star player like LeBron James and all the other good players in the world. I'm going to try to take them to the championship. Every 5 games, we're going to try to post where we're at in the regular season. So hopefully we can make it to the playoffs and be at least the number 3 seed. Because I honestly think this guy has what it takes to take us there. So that was me giving y'all a little intro of what's about to go on here. Alright, so I'll talk to you guys in the second half, or at the end of the first half, which is the second half. That made no sense, but you know, here we go.
Yeah, baby, this is where it all starts. Let's get out there and ball.
And boy, you can just hear the excitement. What a moment indeed. And welcome everyone to another presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. Along with Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. Welcome, sports fans. Thanks for joining us. With Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. And it's time for NBA basketball. Cooper comes in off the bench for his first playing time in an official NBA game.
He's one of the players who got a ton of attention leading up to the draft, and rightfully so. He's an amazing talent.
Yeah, you know, Steve, he was high on every team's wish list. You knew somebody was going to make him a first-round draft choice, and this is it, his chance to show what he's capable of.
Dishes to Pierce. Over Cooper. Here's Melo, and it's thrown down hard with both hands.
Boy, that kind of hustle you just love to see.
And it gets his teammates fired up.
Yeah, especially with the powerful slam to finish things off.
Ellis kicks to Utah. And there's the pass to Harris. Cooper, guarded by Bradley. Here's Gooden. Drops in the layup for 2. Gooden's got his second bucket of the game to go.
You know, they're just getting hammered inside and really need to find a way to be tougher down there. They got to be physical. They got to man up in there.
I agree. I mean, you look at the points they're giving up. Most of them seem to be coming inside the paint.
And Bradley gets it to go.
Yeah, saw just a little bit of daylight and went right to the rim.
Milwaukee in the lead. Ellis outside. Gives him the lead pass. Udo. Pass to Cooper. They set the pick from the arc. And that'll be Milwaukee as it goes out of bounds. Bucks retain possession. And just about a minute and a half has gone by here in the second. Lee passes to Dooley. Kicks it to Melo. Gallenberg's there. And blocked. Here's Wilcox. Swings it on the run. Bucks leading by 8. So with Rondo on the bench, here's the 5 for Doc Rivers right now. Wilcox is out there with Fab Melo. Cooper. Then it's Lee. Then it's Pierce. And it's Dooley in at the 1 spot. Cooper gets it to go, and that's not just any basketball. Those are his first points here in the NBA.
Well, the thing you always hear about him is just how hard he works. And he's going to have to go above and beyond to improve his game, but You know he's willing to put in the time.
And, you know, let's be honest here. When you don't have the natural talent or ability of a lot of players in this league, you got to make up for it in other areas through hard work, attitude, effort. And he understands that.
Now let's go to Doris Berg. Doris?
Well, guys, the Bucks' Brandon Jennings is so quick, and he's able to come away with a lot of steals. His coach, Scott Skiles, said he always had good hands, and I think maybe some of the guys he plays against underestimate him a little bit. If they're a bit too careless with it, he can take it from them. There are guys who get steals because they're on the weak side and shoot the gap. But Brandon can actually pick it from a guy who's dribbling the ball. And at this level, that's very difficult to do. Kevin?
All right, Doris, thanks.
After having none in the first, he gets 2 3-point shots to go here.
And Julick kicks to Lee. He kicks it to Wilcox. He's guarded by Mbamute. Shoots. Here's Melo. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
That's his second.
And a chance here to check out how the Bucks ranked in the NBA last season. 3rd in assists, 5th in scoring, and they were in the top 10 in steals as well. I mean, this is a team that really gets after people defensively. Deflections, pressure on the ball, all of that leads to steals.
And the key really to that club, in my mind, was the offensive unselfishness. This was a team, as you mentioned, Clark, that finished in the top 5 in assists per game. So it was the fact that they really shared the ball. They had good ball movement and a good plan of attack all season long.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. Ilyasova, he's checked in for Mbamute. And it's Udrich in for Brandon Jennings. Here's Cooper. Yes, and it's Ellis picking up the assist. Ellis has got assist number 9 now. Wow, what an effort here tonight. Courtney Lee is on the wing. Feeds to Wilcox. Working on Ilyasova. Melo dishes to Doolin. Pierce, he's guarded by Cooper. The shot by Pierce will not go.
And they're struggling a little bit on the glass. They've got to pick up their physical play in the paint.
Yeah, it's about being tougher and more physical, just as you said, Steve. If they can do that better, they've got a chance to come back.
Things are starting to warm up from the field for them this quarter as they add to their lead.
Yeah, it seems like everybody, Steve, has the hot hand right now.
And the rebound goes to Dallenberg. Dallenberg's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Udrich. Rebounded by Wilcox. Celtics trail by 15. Pierce with it. Picked up by Ellis. Melo with it. Back to Pierce. The feed to Wilcox. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. Well, Steve just mentioned the ease with which they handled this opponent last season, Clark.
Well, the series between them really was quite ugly. I mean, not very competitive.
And the first half is now in the books. Bucks lead by 7.
That played as an NBA player, so hopefully I can continue with this good streak I'm going with.
Great one underway in Boston.
50-43, you already know.
The Milwaukee Bucks have the lead against Boston. They're facing a team with a lot of talent, but haven't backed down. A dramatic advantage in the paint. They're getting right in close and converting the kind of buckets they want.
Welcome back to Boston, Massachusetts, the skyscraper. Cooper against Terry. For the lead. And it's Cooper missing.
You know, when you got the kind of speed the Bucks have in their backcourt, you really want to try to push the tempo a bit, and they did just that with Monte Ellis and Brandon Jennings. They were second in the league in field goal attempts.
So with Ellis sitting on the bench, here's the group that Scott Skiles has on the floor. Cooper in at shooting guard. Gooden is out there with Dunleavy. Then it's Dallenberg. And it's Jennings in at the point guard position. Cooper over Sullinger. Money from the wing. Cooper's got 11 points. Well, for the Bucks, the problem had always been finding points. Now playing a little quicker. There's 2 speed merchants in the backcourt, attacking more and seem to have found against a little bit of balance.
Well, they've always been a defensive-minded team under Scott Skiles, Kevin, so I think they're looking for that balance. They're looking for that offensive firepower. They've got that quick backcourt you mentioned with Brandon Jennings and Monte Ellis. But can they combine the offense and the defense and make this into a playoff caliber team?
You know, as tight as this game is, you have to like their chances the way they've been rebounding.
They have a pretty good margin in that department, so they've got to continue to hit the boards hard. It'll pay off for them in the end.
You know, as soon as that shot goes up, you got to start boxing out then, before it hits the rim. They're getting beaten up on that glass.
Yeah, and you know, they'll be in good shape if they can eliminate some of these second chance opportunities.
Here's Lee. Basket is good. The assist from Rondo. Lee's got his first points in this one.
Well, no doubt. I mean, we're going to see him take some three-pointers. That's what he does. He's a great shooter from long range. So defensively, you've got to keep an eye on him and close out hard on him, make him put the ball on the floor.
And another specialty of his is the three ball from the corner. That's his signature shot.
He's laboring out there right now, guys. The shot has not been falling for him this quarter.
Well, it's hard for me to believe this, that Doc Rivers, guys, is in his 14th season as an NBA head coach. We banged heads against each other between the lines way back in the day on the hardwood. He's already coached 14 years. Top 20 all-time in playoff wins is Doc. He won Coach of the Year back in 2000. His first season as a head coach, and for those who may not know, was also an outstanding commentator before taking the reins on the sidelines. So well-versed in the world of basketball is Doc Rivers.
Rondo passes to Collins. Terry, that's a 2. And it's Terry again missing.
Well, you know what? You really expect him to knock that jumper down when he gets a good look like that.
Here's Dallenberg. Hits it. Well done on the second effort. Dallenberg's got his first bucket of the night.
I can tell you for sure they didn't want this. I actually can guarantee it. They're getting pounded, brutalized inside.
That wouldn't be so bad if they were getting the same looks on the other end, but that's just not the case.
Collins kicks to Terry. Boston again missing. Sullinger dishes to Rondo. And it's Terry that time on the assist by Rondo. 8 points for Jason Terry. He got it up. No good on that last second attempt there. That's the end of the third, and it's all tied up. And we're coming.
See the show and make yourself heard. Come out and support your home.
As the fourth quarter gets rolling here, let's check out our Sprite Uncontainable Game. Let's go to Doris Burke. Hi, Doris.
Kevin, our Uncontainable Game Award goes to the Boston Celtics.
And so it's the Bucks who come out on top here. Mark it with...
Like I knew we were. You already know. I wish he had more playing time, but I'm a rookie. I did the best I could at this time, so maybe next time I can actually push for more playing time, or I could get a trade to another team. You already know. So this is Solar Oath getting out of here with you guys. I'll see you in the next video. My friend says goodbye too. You already know. Alright guys.